Was it hard making this film?
I mean, making films is really hard, you know.
It's kind of a miracle that a film ever gets made.
Yeah.
It feels like it really does. Like everybody on every level in the key positions need to be out of their skin, really. You know, all the creative, you know, all the producers, the director, the writer, the actor, everybody, DOP, because everybody's got to give the extra, you know, and we don't have the money for extra. Everyone's like, this is my dream, this is my thing, can we all put in a bit more? And everyone has to be firing on all cylinders for a film to get made here, let alone a good film, you know. And then you've got the second job of getting everyone to hear about your film.
Talking to you, yeah. Which is,
that's a whole other job.
And that's why I think, you know, Patrick and I really honoured the opportunity. We've got 5 weeks to shoot this. That's why, you know...
5 weeks?
Yeah, we've got 25 days. And that's why there's not one take of Patrick's where he's not giving 100%. We just went, look, I'm just going to destroy you. And he just went on set every day and ripped the shit out. I pushed him downstairs, I made him kiss 10 people, I made him scream, I made him drink 100 different drinks. And he just got to the end of that day and said, see you tomorrow. And then he fell in a heap at the end because... We got this opportunity. We got it once.
Yeah, you got to take it.
Let's rip the shit out of it and try to make the greatest film we can make. Because who knows when we'll be back on set again, you know. And so you have to honour it.
You famously were in Life Support, one of the funniest Australian sketch comedy shows.
The funny.
Life Support. The funny.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I will rephrase. I will re-edit. Without question, the funniest piece of Australian Australian sketch comedy ever produced. Now, I think you had left the show when season 3 came around, and it's in season 3, I think, where there is the wonderful sketch where one of them is instructing people how to deal with a rowdy child, and the solution is take them to see an Australian feature film. Very funny sketch. At the time, very pointed, because almost every Australian film was terrible.
It was like insomnia, like how to deal with insomnia.
It would basically just shut the kid up. It was like giving him a shot of curare, and it just shut it up. Very, very funny sketch. That was over 10 years ago. Guys, given what you've said, what's your overall observation of Australian film quality at the moment?
Quality is through the roof. I think the Australian industry, strength-to-weight ratio is through the roof. We don't have the money or the audience to be the USA or to be India. We just don't, you know. So in terms of talent and ideas and that sort of stuff, it's better than ever. I mean, we just opened the Sydney Film Festival with Ruben Guthrie, and there, as you know, there were 3 other films. There were 4 films that came from the Australian stage that were being exhibited at the Sydney Film Festival. You've got The Daughter, Last Cab of Darwin, Holding the Man, and Ruben Guthrie. I mean, that's a bit of a golden era.
And they were kind of the hits of the festival. Like, everyone was talking about the Australian films instead of, did you see the Australian films?
Yeah.
Did you see those funny little Australian films? Everyone was like, they're really good. And they matched the best international
and diverse as well. They were quite different.
Last year seemed to be marked by a lot of really high quality films, including Little Death, which was fantastic, that suffered because of a lack of marketing. People just didn't know that they were there. Son of a Gun probably is the brilliant example of a really good $12 million film that had like about $300,000 for marketing, which didn't include any television, which seems to me insane.
It's crazy.
Is marketing emerging as a big issue with Australian film?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably more of a producer question. You know, I without kind of evading it, Pat and I concentrated on making this film and talking about who Ruben Guthrie was. And I'm kind of reticent to kind of shit can marketing because I don't understand it completely. I just turn up and do what I'm told. But look, you'd love to have, you know, the Ruben Guthrie trailer playing in the MasterChef finale. We'd love to have a billboard over Tullamarine Airport going, let's get smashed with Ruben. You know what I mean? But we can't, absolutely. We've chosen the amount of cinemas that we've chosen, not too little, not too much, so that we can try to hang around for long enough for Diane to tell Brian at work, for Brian to then organise with his wife to get a babysitter in 2 weeks so they can maybe go and see that Australian film that's apparently not too bad. You know, Little Death was struck by, you know, those dirty little downloaders, you know what I mean, who, you know, and I swear on my name that I've never illegally downloaded anything, and I find it just appalling, really. And I just cannot believe that we are the country who leads the world in illegal downloading, and I wish we could go to every one of those bastards' places and ask for the $22 and give it to Josh Lawson, because it's so awful. But right now, hopefully, we'll create enough anxiety in the culture, because my theory is now with social media, it's not about a film or a movie or a play or anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It's about fostering a fear of missing out in anxiety in social media and around, when people go, have you seen it? It's happening down there. What's happening down there? Have you gone to that margarita bar? Have you seen that woman who's doing that performance in a bucket? Whatever it is, doesn't matter. You just got to make everyone think that they're not going to get it. And then they'll go, let's get it. Let's get the thing. I got the thing. And then they go, I got the thing. You got the thing. And that's all we have to do.
And if the thing is good, so much better, But it really is two jobs, making a film and getting a film seen. Yeah.
Brendan, are you still working with Suicide Prevention Australia?
Yeah.
Can you just tell me just a little bit about your work there?
I haven't worked with them much this year, but I'm about to get involved with it again, because I've been, making the film. I kind of came on board because one of the girls who works there read my book and saw that the book was very much about the beautiful boys that don't make it out of their youth. I'm from the Sutherland Shire, which has, I think, the highest, or one of the highest youth suicide rates in young men in the country. At some point was the highest. It may still be. Hope not. But so it's always fascinated me. It's still troubled me. It's in Ruben Guthrie as well, with his friend that he wasn't there for, and that's probably was the catalyst for him to start drinking to excess. So I kind of, I wouldn't say in any way I'm heroic. I kind of just chime in when I can and help them, give them a voice. But this year there's more money coming to mental health, which is great. Lifeline just got a huge hit of money. Lifeline's the most unbelievable organisation of incredible humans who volunteer overnight to talk people off cliffs. And I've become friends with two of the people from Lifeline, and want to write something about that institution, because I think it's pretty fascinating. So, and it's good that the governments are finally starting to actually go, mental health it's a serious, that happens, doesn't it? That happens, the old black dog. Yeah, people get sad. And we do get sad, men and women. Successful men and women, unsuccessful men and women get sad, young and old. And people take their lives in their 60s and 70s now is becoming more common, which is really strange. And now young female suicide is starting to compete with young male suicide, which is also equally troubling. So it's something that needs to be taken seriously. It's not easy to diagnose, so it's so complex. So it's good they've got, Black Dog and all the different institutions working along. They're kind of the headquarters for all of them, which is kind of cool.
But I have one statement that I wanted the guys to respond to. Here's my statement. Twitter is full of idiots. Response, gentlemen.
Hashtag controversial.
Your experience with
You're
Twitter.
going to retweet that?
You shut down your account
right.
because of that ridiculous
Thumbs
furor.
Jim.
What do you think of Twitter?
Thumbs up, Jim. I've got someone else coming in.
Okay.
I'll just finish off by saying I was wanting to get off social media for the year or so before that. I didn't actually read any of the stuff, I just heard from friends, but it's been wonderful to start reading novels again. I think social media exists if you think it exists. It's kind of like God or something. But if you go for a jog, if you go for a jog and you don't have Twitter, you don't think about those people aren't there. They're only there if you want them there. So it's kind of an imaginary anxiety world,
Full of, I should have said full of idiots and cowards as well.
Well, it is, yeah. Big, brave keyboard warriors. Yeah. Thanks, Jim. Always interesting.
Okay, can I just throw a couple of short and curlies at you, just about Ruben Guthrie?
1 minute left.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to ask you about your work with suicide prevention as well.
Sure.
But just quickly, I think one of the hurdles in the film is that Ruben is such a wretch. He's such an unlikable character. He's very tough to warm to, and I think that might prevent audiences from warming to the film as well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I just don't find that at all. you know. And I guess, you know, it's the same when we made The Slap. Everyone, I hate all those characters. I loved all of them. Like, I guess I don't really get on well with, you know, allegedly perfect people. I get on well with flawed people, and I think you can see that inside this kind of monstrous, arrogant guy, rich kid, is a lonely little kid screaming out for help, you know, and I can see that from the start. He's just trying to please everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, you know, why you create that kind of behaviour isn't because you're arrogant or an arsehole. It's because you're really lost, and you have a bad relationship with yourself, and you're trying to push the limits to feel something. And
he goes on this sobriety quest to prove his commitment to his fiance, but then he has the relationship with the girl. Again, I think audiences might see that and go, why is he doing that?
It's like Susan, his mother says, you know, towards the end, she says, like all men, you thought you could lead two lives, you know. You see this multi-dimensional character, and up front he's a party boy, let's get smashed. If you hang around till minute 22, you'll see him absolutely broken. And you'll see him be charming, you'll see him be ugly, you know. He's presented as a human, as completely flawed. Hopefully, fellow humans can get on board with that, you know. That was part of the reason we talked about that before doing it. We wanted to present a person here, not just a sketch.